Hey there, traders. Welcome back to forexprogram.com. I'm Valentine, your host for today's discussion. We have a special guest joining us for an exclusive interview. Get ready to gain insider knowledge, learn proven strategies, and discover the secrets to trading success. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this insightful conversation with our guest trader. Get ready to take your trading to the next level. Let's turn our attention to our guest for today, John. John has a 25k funded account. Let's give a warm welcome to him and dive right in. John, please introduce yourself to our YouTube community.
My name is John, and I'm trading for the last 5 years. I start with penny stock because it costs less money to enter. But it's a good way to escape the 9 to 5 job. That's for sure. I think it's all goal of everybody introduce themselves in this industry at some point. And what I can recommend to people about this industry, it's take your time and analyze the market. Because me, I have my whole vocabulary about how the price movement move. Yes, we have some great pattern and great words about things like support resistance, but and in the market you're gonna see some price movement, and you can call it how you see it to be more simple for you to recognize the pattern. So me, I'm a momentum trader, and I think it's because of penny stock at some point. And after that, I evaluate because I'm a curious person in general in life, and I just continue my discovery and industry. And Forex come in. And at the beginning, for penny stock, I just look at it, find the good instrument for me to make some profit, and focus on one instrument at a time is the best kind of advice I can give you.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So you already said you're trading since 4 years, right?
4 years, I'm my fifth now. I'm concentrating myself to US 30 most. And now I like also gold. Great price action with all the kind of stuff around the world. We have AI, we have war, we have a lot of things that push gold and new high. So yeah, man, discovery, price action for gold. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Would you consider yourself a scalper, a day trader, or a swing trader?
For me, I'm more a scalper, day trader. I like like I said, break momentum. So it's put more, but you expose yourself less, quick in and out. And I'm good. I don't want to have to be too much greedy. The game is all about yourself. Sometimes you too greedy, sometimes you're scared to lose. But if you keep it, you're going too extreme. So it's always about psychology at some point. But for me, it's scalping. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, nice. And how much trades do you take on average per day?
For me, it's about maybe 2 or 3.
Nice.
And 2 or 3. But me, generally I trade Monday, Tuesday. Just look at the market, how the market maker gonna move the price action with some indication he give us. And Thursday, Friday, Wednesday afternoon, start to look for opportunity.
Okay, I see. Yeah, you already mentioned your favorite trading pair is US30, and you're heading into gold a little bit at the moment, right?
Yeah, because US 30 right now, how the price movement it's like a relative stretch. It's one of the most complicated I think so. So I see like more convenient price action on gold. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll put aside the US 30 and focus on gold for a couple of weeks. And yeah, man, they are pretty smooth.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, it's really the experience that you need to see which market instruments or which assets are going to perform good in a market cycle like we currently have, because this year is not the same as last year, and there is really a lot of difference going on around the world and stuff like that. So I think a lot of new traders are too focused on the price action when actually at the moment when you look at dollar, we had a good
Mhm.
rally this week, but at the end of the day, we were in a sideways range, like in a
Yeah.
consolidation. And we didn't have
Mhm.
that the years prior to that. And that is because the FOMC and the rate hikes and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
people really need to understand that you need to focus on different asset classes for different seasons. Or maybe I myself, I'm reducing my exposure to the markets at the moment because, in my opinion, it's not really high
Mhm.
probability. I'm only trading Euro USD, and at the moment, it doesn't really offer me that much as it did last year. And
Yeah.
that is the reason why this week I didn't take any trades because I was looking at the markets, and in my eyes, it really wasn't that high probability for me. So I just sat on the sidelines and did nothing. And I think when you're experienced in the markets, you will see that there will be times when it's better to sit out than just to take any trade
Yeah.
which really didn't align with your strategy.
Exactly. Not every day you have to trade. It depends how the market. If you see the price is wicked, just not go in until at some
Yeah,
point. Sometimes I see some stuff on the market. I'm like, God damn, no, no. You have to sit in your hand and be a sniper. A
yeah,
sniper, that's it. And over time, your confidence going to grow up, and you're gonna understand more the market. No need to rush to see the guy with high Lambo, with all this. Yeah, it's cool, but at the end, it's your own journey, and don't rush because of material. Just focus on yourself and be better each every day. That's it.
yeah,
For the
yeah,
rest, everything after that, it's gonna come. Just focus on you.
yeah. That's really true. Could you briefly describe your trading plan a little bit?
Me, I'm more. I see the market like geometric stuff. So me, over time, my own vocabulary of things I see, and the market move and triangle. So me, I look for the big picture of the triangle. It's composed like a leg up, top, double top, triple top, and you will have a deep soul. It's gonna be the flow of the triangle, and after
Hmm.
that, they're gonna generate a mini triangle, and after the deep of the triangle. So I wait for the breakout, I come in, and I make profit like that.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
about the
good.
geometric stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, okay. Cool. Do you trade during specific trading sessions?
It depends. Sometimes the market, they're gonna chop the New York session
Hmm.
because everybody is wake up on New York session for. So they're gonna plan a movement and chop you like gold this week. They wait at 3 p.m. to 4 to get the market up.
Hmm.
You know, it was sideways, it was boring, and they close the market at the top of the day. And Sunday, Asian session, they chop everybody, and after that they go up. So this week I'm like I trade only Chinese because every time Chinese and London on gold this week is was I think the most easiest compared to New York session because New York session everybody is wake up, everybody in the market. So the broker, the market maker, is gonna chop the most of the people. So New York session on gold, I'm like I will not trade, and I was profitable this week. But it's every week is different. You have to
Yeah,
adjust.
yeah, that's true. Tell us a little bit about your trading history and your journey.
Yeah, like I said, I start with penny stock. The guy called Team Slice. Everybody know me. And I learned about trading, and I have some mistake. I have some games. I learned everything. And after that, I have a big trade, and that pushed my career a little bit higher. Over time, like I said, I continued with Forex, and prompt firm was arrived. So I'm like, you know what? I will try. I will test myself, and I choose your prompt firm because I think you give the best chance for trader to change their life with the great rules and great pricing too, and you have a lot of discount to give the chance of people to join the community. And man, I succeed, and now I'm continued with the company for sure.
Awesome. That sounds great. Share a challenge that you faced in your trading career and tell us how you overcame it.
A challenge? Me, it's, as a scalper trader, it's keep my gain more, because sometimes I am not enough patient about my gains. Yes, because I'm a scalper, say in and out, but sometimes like, damn, if I will keep it, man, oh shit. This greediness that, no, man, you have your gain for the day, it's okay. It's the greedy sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a game, like I said, it's a game with yourself, nobody else except yourself.
Yeah. Okay. What is the typical risk size that you're using, and what is your go-to take profit that you're aiming for when you take a trade?
Me, as scalp, I am again about 50 cents, and X2, but I'm always put my stop loss directly on my entry after 1-2 minutes. And like gold, it's not the same. I would say that it's not the same price calculation that US 30.
Yeah.
So I can tighten it up a little bit more and have some good gains still. It's not the same calculation, so yeah, the profit is good.
What is your take profit that you're aiming for? So your risk to reward?
Yeah, well, it's 1 to 2, 1 to 3.
Okay, yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I think that could be something that stops you from the greed aspect, because I had the same thing that you just told. And what I did, I just stick to 1 to 3 risk to reward. If I get a 3R, I'm taking my profit and I'm completely out. And even if price is going to continue to run to 5R or 10R, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I made my money, I got my slice of the cake, and then I'm out. Because the thing is, a few years back, I was sitting in front of the charts the whole day, and even after I made profit, I was still looking to make more profit. But what I did at the end of the day is to give away the profit that I made, let's say, during London, and I gave away the profit in New York. That is the reason why I created the rule that I'm going to stop trading if I have a loser or if I have a winner. Doesn't matter to me. I take a trade and after that I'm out. And the thing is, let's say I take a trade and I got my 3R. I'm going to go out to enjoy the sun, do whatever I want to do, because at the end of the day, we're trading for freedom. And the past few years, I was just glued to my screen, watching price go up and down the whole time. And yeah, it's good for learning, but at the end of the day, we're here to get ourselves freedom and to enjoy our real lives and not be a slave of the markets the whole time.
I think over time, when you start to get older, the market is good, man. The market can fatigue you, like mentally. So the less you expose yourself, I always sit in front of your screen and watch this for 12 hours. Like, come on, just like we said, take your gains, your gain for today. Go outside, go to the gym, go get a good snack beside the beach if you can. Enjoy life. You don't know, tomorrow, man, maybe the last. You don't never know. So enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in my opinion, the mental capital definitely is a thing, because if you're trading, let's say, on Monday and Tuesday, and you have some losers there, it's really difficult for you to really focus on Wednesday. And that is the reason why I decreased my trading frequency. I'm going to do an outlook on the weekend. I'm going to plan my week. Let's say I'm going to trade on Tuesday or on Wednesday. Most of the times I'm taking 1 or 2 trades per week, and that's it. And as I just said, I'm just enjoying my life on Monday and Tuesday, and I'm enjoying my life when I have a winner on Wednesday as well, because I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, where I can enjoy time with my family, go to the gym, do whatever I want to do, because that is the thing why all of us are trading, and not to be a slave and to watch the charts the whole time. Because Yeah, I am studying the markets too, and I'm doing a daily outlook most of the times when I'm at the charts, and I'm doing a end of day review kind of thing. But when I'm not there, the markets are going to move anyway. So at the end of the
Yeah.
day, even if I'm in the trade, I can't make the market move. And I think when I started out, it was a really hard thing for me because I always thought if I'm going to watch the screen, maybe the market is going to go up or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's just some BS because it's most of the time better when you're not looking directly at the charts when you're in a trade, because most of the times there are going to be some emotional things that are going to kick in, like you said, greed or fear to get stopped out. So yeah, that's really different. And as you said, you're a scalper. I think for you, you're in and out very quick. For me, it's more of the intraday. So if I'm not at the charts for 1 or 2 hours, it really doesn't matter for me. Okay, nice. Let's talk a little bit about your trading career. We already talked about it, but could you describe a key moment where you learned something, whether it was good or it was bad?
A good one was it was my third years. Yeah, 3 years. December, it was penny stock, and December, after time in penny stock, we have the Santa Claus rally, and some stock just skyrocket from nowhere, and I got 10K at the time, and I see one ticket, and they break $1.
Mm-hmm.
And penny stock, when they break $1, it's like a discovery after that. So all week I look at it, and one day past $1 equal at $2. So I bring him back, and I buy at the close,
Mm-hmm.
and I made the next day I made 40K with it.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, and I could keep it, but
Yeah,
it's okay. 40K, man, it's a pretty nice game. It was
nice.
insane. Like the emotion was good. A little bit euphoric for sure, but
Yeah.
overall, it was very highlight moment for me.
Okay, crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
40K is a lot of money. And if you're just starting out, or as you said, you were in your second year, I think
yeah,
it's really big money. Yeah, that's
yeah, for
crazy.
sure. Yeah, crazy stuff.
Okay, nice. How long did it take for you to become a consistent, profitable trader?
Maybe 1 year enough. Yeah,
Okay,
1 year
yeah,
enough. You win, you lose, but always have a calendar to see what is the problem, what was the mistake,
yeah,
and always follow behavior so you can correct more rapidly. When I have also check your behavior and how you react during the market session. Like in the morning, if you have a good gain, just recapitulate what is good about the trade and continue. Always analyze.
yeah. That's a really important thing, and you really need to analyze your trade, whether it's a loss or whether it's a win.
A
In my
win.
opinion,
Yeah.
the losses are definitely the better lessons for you, and you really need to go deep into that and ask yourself, what did I do wrong? What could I do better the next time? And I really started to do it intensively this year, and I'm doing a weekly percentage thing where I can see directly how much money did I make this week, or how much percent I should say, how much money did I make this month, where did I trade, which
Yeah.
were the news releases and
Which
stuff like that.
which session you have more
Yeah,
and you have lost all this stuff. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, to really
Good.
analyze yourself. And after that, I find out that I'm really not that great of a London trader. So I'm just skipping out London, because at the end of the day, most of the times I lost money when I traded London, so I just leave it out. And that is
Mm-hmm.
the thing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't control yourself, or you can't see the outcome in 1 month or in 1 year. Because yeah, you know that you traded, let's say, Euro USD yesterday, but in 1 week or in 1 month from now, you won't remember it exactly like that. And if you have a good structured journal, you can really go back in time. And I can now go back to April last year to see how I performed there. Were there some mistakes that I made, or how did the market perform for me? And that is the reason why I'm a really big fan of keeping a really structured and good journal where you write everything down.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you follow a daily trading routine? A daily trading routine. Is there something specific that you do prior to trading?
You talk about a ritual or something?
Yeah.
No, but every day it's a different day. I just wake up, take my breakfast, look at the chart, look at the news. I love a lot of geopolitics, all this stuff, and I am a curious guy, so I like crypto, I like Forex, I like penny stock, I like everything, man.
Yeah.
And it's just stimulate me, my mind, and my intellectual. And after check the chart, I'm just waiting to have a good opportunity.
Okay. Nice. How is trading for forexpropfirm.com different from trading independently? Let's say if you have own capital where you're trading or your own brokerage account.
Oh, yeah, it's at some point, I think they offer a great opportunity. You expose less your own capital, and they give you a chance with some great capital and balance. Me, like I said, for the account, since I have my gain, I stop out. I know I have my own capital, and it's just less stressful overall to expose your capital. And the support technique are very good. They are fast. They reply very quick. The CEO always transparent with everybody. He care a lot about the trading and this trader and this community. So I recommend 100%. The payout is good. So man, if you have some a little money to expose yourself to the market, I think is the best choice. The best choice, yeah, for sure.
Nice. Okay, thank you. The last question is going to be, what recommendations would you give new traders if they are starting out?
Like I said earlier, it's take your time, focus on yourself, have the more detail about your behavior versus the market and every situation, like every situation, analyze your behavior and prepare a plan to avoid some mistake you're repeatedly doing. And have choose your best instrument and focus on it until you see that it's a word like you can go see other markets if they can give you opportunity, but always study the market before going in. Always. That's it.
Okay, nice. I think that are some great things to give new traders. And is there anything you want to add at the end of the interview?
I want to thank Forex platform to give us this opportunity. I think that's where more trader to the market to give us the opportunity. If you think about trading, I think is a good thing. If you have some goal in life you want to achieve, I think a 9 to 5 is good. I don't judge people who have a 9 to 5, but you have to have some side hustle, and I think platform the one good one, and this is the best company for sure.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, John, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. And to our viewers, if you found this interview helpful and informative, be sure to check out more content like this on the forexpropfirm.com YouTube channel. Once again, thank you, John, and thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest interviews and trading insights. Until next time, happy trading.